back to the Reidox4Life podcast. I am your host, Levi, and this is Lamika Renee. So anyway, welcome. And today, our topic today is we're focusing on how service providers are making a difference in their community. In today's guest, a special guest that we have and friend is Brett and Cheryl Usher. So, so welcome, Brett. Dr. Brett, I'm sorry. Dr. Brett. Brett.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're so excited to be here.
Good. So I'm sure our viewers would love to know who Dr. Brett is and his wife, lovely wife, Cheryl. And what inspired you both to venture into the career paths that you're both in?
Well, Brett's been in Austin as a chiropractor since 2010. So he's been here for 12 years. I taught school in Austin for 20 years. And then he asked me to come on over here. And so I joined the practice. I've worn a bajillion hats since I got here. But we really, our goal is to take care of our community. In just about any way we can. We host things at Christmas time to help needy families. We've been popping in and out and doing random tankfuls of gas because we know gas prices are just crazy right now.
But I think I ventured into healthcare a long time ago. I started as a respiratory therapist and then wanted to be able to control my day and help more people in a bigger vision. And so I went to chiropractic college, and my mother had always been to a chiropractor. So that's what inspired me and led me into that with the help that she received. And then when I started getting chiropractic care, stopped having migraines. So that's part of our path.
Oh, that is great. That is great. Okay, so your mom was a big influence on your life and you becoming a chiropractor and service provider that you are. Yeah. Man, that is great news. Is there one thing that really sticks out in your mind that that your mother really instilled on you other than her being a chiropractor herself, that really
she really just took him to the chiropractor. She wasn't a chiropractor.
She was.
Oh, she took him. Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard that.
Yeah, that's all right. She always went. She was always. She always needed an adjustment.
Okay. Actually, so she was there so much and had you there so much, you thought she was actually a chiropractor.
Exactly what happened. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's great. That's great. You know what? That right there was an influence and impact on your life to you make a decision in becoming that yourself, and because you felt the impact and now you want to return that service to others, which is awesome. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and with you, Cheryl, with that community awareness and branching out and just sharing, gifts in a sense, and to those that that may need it or not, but just the gracious and the gratitude that you are providing.
Definitely, you're both service providers. Sound like you guys have been service providers, your whole career, your whole life. I mean, you've just been on that journey in assisting other people. And for you, Miss Cheryl, you say you've been a school teacher for 20 plus years. That service, that deserves an applause, in itself. So,
but it's also let me see, since coming into here, I knew chiropractic helped with things, but didn't really understand until I got into the practice to realize how much it can help children in the school settings, not just that have been, tweaked their knee or whatever. And we do see those kids that get hurt during sports practices and things like that. But we've also helped kids that were suffering with ADHD improve their grades. And I shared with you before we talked about this that one of my children thinks he's suffering from some ADHD right now. And we're just trying to, of course, he's my child that will be adjusted every day of his life if you would let him on a table. So, but we're still trying to work on different ways to help him through chiropractic and through things that we have at the office, just to help him feel better about things in school.
Excellent. That is so wonderful. I'm glad to hear that, it is amazing that how the body heals itself. And that's the whole focus. That's the whole mindset to me of chiropractic, right? Because And I mean, in something like ADHD, now, which I'm not an expert on it, right? But I just hear about it, okay, because we spoke with someone else about it the other day, on this show. And it is but it's amazing how it's relatable, right? It can have an impact on that ADHD, how chiropractic can have impact on ADHD.
Yes, and
Yes.
it really, really does. We had a little guy that he was really struggling, and they brought him in kind of as a last resort. And then after, it was probably 6 months or so, but he was on the honor roll. He felt better about going to school. And, that just coming from the teacher side, I was just so excited that we were able to help him. I loved it.
Yes, excellent. It's definitely a tearjerker. You know what? When you see, okay, when you can see your work and you feel it, right? Because you're so passionate about it. And when you see the results in the people, in your clients and patients that you're providing service for, when you actually see it, when you see the transformation process, that is so impactful. And man, boy, I tell you, it touches me. And so I love it. I love it.
So Cheryl or Brett, either one can answer. What is the one thing you wish you knew on the onset of your career?
I think probably the one thing I wish I would have realized was the amount of the patient care is a phenomenal. You get to take care of patients. The paperwork and the amount of time you devote to insurance and billing and the business part, I wish I would have realized there was a lot more to that than just, seeing patients. So didn't start out to be a businessman, but you have to have that aspect of it. I think you just have to realize that's just part of being a service provider. You provide the service and you have to hunt down that ways to be reimbursed for your services if you accept insurance like we do in our community. And so
excellent.
Yeah.
So man, so you know what, that is, that is one thing that's been consistent is we have to immediately become, all these people into one, right? You got to become an accountant. You got to become a scheduler, right? You got to, you're already the doctor, okay, providing the service, right? You got to do everything. You got to open up, lock up, and all those things rolled into one person.
And you have to handle your marketing and your,
yes.
and those are things he wasn't taught in chiropractic school.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So you become the doctor and chief bottle washer.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, hey, that is a good saying, and it will. It is it's a part of growth, right? We all know where we are. Where we started at, but seeing where we are right now, that's the growth in which is experienced, and then now which makes you better equipped to help the next generation of chiropractors. Right? You prepare them for this. Hey, this is what you're going to experience. I know for sure, right? You're going to experience you're going to experience these challenges. And so that's it right there. So hey, you got the experience. We definitely, I look forward to you sharing it with more chiropractors.
So what are the highlights of your career? What are some of your highlights?
We love to see the transformation and the augmentation to people's health that chiropractic can do. It's amazing to see someone that walks in and they've had 20 years of pain or suffering or immobility, and in short order they're like, wow, I can do this now, I can do that now, I can sleep again. So that's tremendously rewarding.
You've helped their quality of life.
So and give some life back to their years.
Yes, because on the podcast we just ended a show, like I said, and I think the quote that I took away, or we took away from it, was without your health, you don't have nothing. Mm-hmm. So you can have all the money, you can have all the friends, the fame, but if you're not healthy, nothing matters. And what we say in our organization is, if your cells are not signaling, properly, then then little else matters.
Right.
True.
Doesn't
True.
matter.
Yeah.
So chiropractic help with that adjustment, also, rejuvenate that signaling process to jumpstart people's health all over again.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay, well, do you have,
Oh, I got one question too.
Okay,
Can I interrupt
sure.
you real quick? I'm sorry about this. Is there one, is there one case that really sticks out in your mind that really, really just makes you tear up? A case study that you've done? I know all of them are,
Yeah,
are
that'd be hard.
impactful. Yeah.
What about the lady you took care of that could barely walk, and then now she's running marathons?
She had a
Great.
severely injured disc, almost a herniation of the disc, and she did not want to do surgery. And I said, well, if you don't want to do surgery, I can get you there, but it will take a while. And she did the course. She stayed on it, and she's back to running marathons and no pain, healed, and does tremendous. So
That's great. Glad to hear that. That
Yeah.
is awesome. I love that, man. Because see, that's just another example, another testimony of how chiropractic services helps,
yeah.
Mhm.
right? Helps the body to heal itself,
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, and I learned a word. I don't mean to go all off and stuff, but I'm sorry. I learned a word. I learned subluxation.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I say it wrong all the time.
Yeah. Yes. So this is my first time really saying it in public, because it's a word that I really, I get tongue tied on all the time. So that's all. All right. Sorry, Mick. I just wanted to.
no, that's fine. What habits have you embedded to help you succeed, and what lessons did you take from them?
I suppose you mean good habits, not the bad habits I have, right?
Yes,
Not the
good
bad
ones.
habits.
She said to help us succeed. The bad habits probably don't help us succeed. You might enjoy them, but
Well,
All right.
I think some of the habits we do are making sure we're here on time to serve the people with a good mindset. And the mindset's the biggest habit you can have to really help yourself and help other people. If you're having a rough day, yesterday we had a lot of new patients and our x-ray blew up
like dead
at lunchtime.
X-ray. Yeah.
Just poof and
With
gone.
7 new patients on the schedule for yesterday afternoon.
Ooh.
So that affected my mindset terribly. So I think the habit of having a good mindset, making sure that your headspace is clear and you're ready to go and serve people, is probably the best habit you can have for your success.
Yes, and what? Also, we learned that in BDC, right?
Yeah.
Is the mindset, right? We got to keep that positive mindset going, and and always look for that little one edge that's going to give us that edge in our thinking. It's going to help us. We don't want to fall short.
Well, the great Yogi Berra said that the 90% of the game is half mental.
Yes.
That's the kind of stuff he says in the office all day.
You know what? That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. That's definitely so. Let me ask this question. Okay, we've been in BDC for about maybe a little over a year now. And so, how long have you guys been a part of BDC?
It'll be 4 years right around now, because our first event that we attended was marketing in 18. Marketing in 18. So we'll be 4 years when we're in Miami.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, excellent. Well, it's been a great experience, man. I've enjoyed it.
Thank you.
As much as you guys. Yeah, I enjoyed you guys too. I mean, we enjoyed you guys also. And BDC is a big part of our life also. So anyway, we definitely appreciate you guys for coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Dr. Brett Usher, along with his wife, Cheryl Usher. So, hey, could you tell us how we can get hold of you guys?
You can call our office at 812-794-9181. That's probably the easiest way.
Okay.
Our website is eagle-cairo.com, but
Well,
it's easier to just call.
all right. Okay. Again, what's that number one more time?
812-794-9181.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. You got the number, and also you got the website. As Miss Cheryl said, it is best to call and get that one-on-one time with them, Dr. Brett and Cheryl Usher. Thank you
Thank
very
you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.